But there's a sight to gladden the hearts of the home supporters. Gordon Strachan, the club's top scorer this season. He's recovered sufficiently from the injuries which curtailed his involvement in last week's cup victory at Motherwell to take his usual place on the right side of midfield. And Celtic too have been hit by injuries, with both Davy Provan and Charlie Nicholas ruled out. But Dom Sullivan is back after a 2-month layoff, and he wears number 7. And that leaves young Paul McStay at number 8 for his first ever Premier League match after making his debut against Queen of the South in the Cup last week. He turned 17 only last October, and he's broken just about every record available for underage international caps. So it's a big test for this highly rated youngster. Now Peter Weir. Ball just kept in play by Weir for Hewitt, the man who did the damage so early on last week at Fir Park. There's Peter Weir. Now the chance for McMaster. And Aberdeen have done it again. John McMaster. Barely 60 seconds on the clock, and Aberdeen are in front. It was Peter Weir on the left touchline who just managed to keep the ball in play. Played it up the line towards Hewitt. Hewitt cutting in from the left, playing it in field. Weir almost made it the first attempt. It brought to McMaster, and Pat Bonner left with no chance at all. Tommy Burns. Now McCluskey trying to turn. The turn ball from McLeod. The cut back. And McGarvey misses a golden opportunity. Well, chances just don't come better than that. It was played right into the path of McGarvey, and how he missed that, we'll never know. Rugby supporting on the left. Bell takes it back. Play allowed to go on as Rugby plays it wide to Weir. Aiken was the man making that tackle on Rugby. The flick on from McGee initially, helped away by McLeod. Now Kennedy. There's John Hewitt. Now, was he bundled off the ball by McGrain? Appeals for a penalty kick by the Aberdeen players, but the referee waving that aside. Well, McLeish won it, but the ball falling straight at the feet of Burns. And almost surprising late in with that right foot shot. Now McLeod. McGrain coming up in support. McGarvey back to McGrain. That's a great build-up from Celtic. Bell intercepting that pass from McGarvey. Now McMaster, challenged by Sullivan. There's McCluskey. And that's so nearly the equaliser. So McLeod again is the man with the shooting power. Barnes over the ball. McCluskey is hovering just behind him. There's McCluskey. Inside of the post again. And once again the Aberdeen defence survives. That was McCluskey playing that wide of the wall and finding the post. Now McCluskey towards McGarvey, and that is a penalty kick. Celtic again working one of those marvellous 1-2s coming forward. Rugby leaning hard on McGarvey to prevent him reaching that, and the referee awarding the penalty kick. This is only Celtic's 4th penalty kick of the season. McCluskey scored 2 out of 2 so far. The only miss was by Charlie Nicholas. Here's McCluskey. 1 each. And George McCluskey leaving Jim Leighton completely helpless. No chance at all as that swept high into the top right-hand corner. There's McGee. Now Strachan. Well, he's seen a great deal more of the ball in the early stage of the second half than he did in long spells in the first. There's Kennedy. That's a good cross. There's Hewitt. And he just couldn't get over the ball for that header. And that's just Pope doing enough to get the ball to Strachan. Again, Kennedy up in support. Hewitt just beaten. Kennedy back in to Strachan. Great chance for Strachan. Ball still free. And eventually thumped away by Paul McStay. O'Sullivan has the ball. Four-man wall. McLeod waiting behind. There's McLeod. Deflection. And Leighton is beaten. It's Murdo McLeod who's given Celtic the lead. 27 minutes of the second half gone, and Celtic go in front. Well, the set piece did the damage. It was laid back by Sullivan into the path of McLeod. The shot took a deflection off the wall and spun agonisingly away from Jim Leighton.
Short one, McCluskey. McStay. Oh yes! Sheer brilliance from young Paul McStay. 13 minutes left, and young Paul McStay celebrates his Premier League debut with a goal to remember, one which will surely tie it up for Celtic. And it really was a marvellous goal. Tommy Burns free kick to the edge of the box. McCluskey knocked it square. McStay came onto the ball, wriggled free of two Aberdeen defenders, and although Leighton could touch that ball, he couldn't keep it out.